Hi everyone, welcome to my plan with me for the week of June 1st to June 7th. My name is Stephanie and thank you for joining me today. This week I wanted to do something a little different where I would combine my plan with me and memory plan with me together. I wanted to see how it went with me recording and editing both of them together in one video because I usually record when I'm working on my basic layout, and then at the end of the week I would fill in my memory plans. Anyway, this week I decided to use this Harrietwrightdesigns full box sheet that I got from her grab bags. I've never purchased from her, and it took about a month to get here when it should have taken 2 weeks, but because of the whole COVID situation, I understood and was just patiently waiting for my Happy Mail to get in. Once it did get in, I opened the package and saw that I got a whole bunch of sheets. There was some that were enough for a mini kit, and some were just full boxes, and some were just the check boxes with full box and quarter boxes and bottom washi, but no full boxes. I didn't mind though, because if you have been watching me or following me on Instagram, then you know that I like combining kits together. This week I decided to pull in some black, mint green, and navy light blue washi. I also included some purple because I did want to use this coveted lilac Simply Gilded confetti washi. I remember how everyone was going so crazy for this washi that people were literally charging like what, 50 bucks I think I saw was the highest. And someone offered it to me for 20, but I did not find the justification in paying $20 for it. Kinda wish I did, but at the same time it's not worth it. Back to the full box sheet, I really wanted to use this sheet because of this full box right here. It says, "This is the start of anything you want." And in my previous video, I was talking about how I wanted to get back into drawing and push myself into doing these videos, not just for planner stuff, but also for my art. And I felt like this full box sheet was the best way to push myself or motivate myself to get started with that. I also decided to combine these full boxes with this black hollow overlay from GirlBossAnna. I used the ones with the little squares over it and the sparkle confetti one. I don't really get to use these as much as I want because I feel like I can't find ways to combine them with my other stuff, but this kit was honestly probably the best way for me to utilize it. Also, what I really enjoyed about this kit was the color and neutrality. I really love black. I have a whole bunch of black anything. It is my life, and just finding or getting this random sheet in my grab bag was just amazing. I wish there was more kits like that, but it's mostly like pink or neutral colors, and it's very hard to find stuff that have black just by itself or black with like a very neutral color and not pink. I've been following some gothic planners and I really like their stuff. It's like a lot of witchy themed and a lot of like dark skulls and stuff like that, but I kind of wish some of them incorporated seasonal stuff. I really love following seasons in my planner. I just feel like it brings everything together, and when I would look at specific spreads, I'll be like, oh yeah, that was in March, oh yeah, that was in October and stuff like that, but that's fine. I guess I'll just have to start drawing it myself. Or I could try to get out of my comfort zone and just incorporate it anyway, but I don't know, I'll figure it out. Besides that, you can see that I'm adding a whole bunch of this mint washi because I don't use it as much as I want to, and honestly felt these colors fit with the neutrality of the black and sienna kind of color scheme that the full boxes had. I don't really have a lot of neutral washi, as I mentioned before in my previous video, and kind of wish I did, but at the same time it allows me to combine colors together and figure out what goes with what. I ended up pulling in a lot of stuff from my leftover sheets and from just printouts that I have, and I felt like I made it work. As you just saw, I also decided to use my pen gems again this week to see if I could make it work, and it did work for a while, but later on in this video you see that it kind of skips, or I have to go over it a few times so I can start writing again, and I honestly don't know what it is. I got a ink refillable from a friend, and I'll see if that is the problem. If that's the problem, then that means I kind of got a defective one, and I don't know how to feel about that. I think I'll just let my friend know and see what goes on, and if not, I don't mind. At least I got the refillable part and made it work. It's still a nice pen. Anyway, this week you will also see me pull in a lot of LilacLunaPlansCo. I do PR for her, of course, so if you use my code STEPH20, you get 20% off and my silver sampler as you saw in the beginning of the video. Trina does have PR applications open for the summer session, and if you go check it out, I'll add a link in the description. You can apply it and see if you get chosen. She's choosing 8 people this time, and she's changing some codes and percentages, but it's because she is still learning. She is still a new shop, so just go show her some support, some love, check it out. Add me in the description just for my freebie, and you'll see her quality. Also, I just noticed it's a few minutes into the video, and I will apologize for my lighting quality. It's been on and off because this plan with me, I decided to plan it when the sun started going down, so I needed to include more lighting so you could see the plants a little better, and I planned it the following day, and just it was everywhere. I'm trying to figure out the best time / schedule to plan, since I am helping my friend with her shop, and that I come home a little later than I would, and the sun starts going down around that time, so I have to schedule myself a little better. So I do apologize for the lighting quality in this video. Anyway, that's all I could think of to talk about right now. I am trying to get into the habit of talking more in these videos, especially if they are going to be long ones, because I can't have the same music repeating again and again. So for now, I will let you guys watch me put down some stickers, washi, use my stamps, and etc. while listening to some music, and I'll get back to you in a bit once the actual memory plan starts.
Sunlight in bed, we're living underneath the covers, mess with my head. I guess I'm just another lover. I don't wanna sit and talk about it up all night, 'cause I know the games you're gonna play to try to change my mind. Walk away and I won't ask you any questions. Still on your lips, I could taste the about it all night. 'Cause I know the games you're gonna play to try to change my mind. Walk away and I won't ask you any questions. Still on your lips, I could taste a bit of heaven. 'Cause it's true that the sugar isn't sweeter. Just sit down, I won't ever learn my lesson. You make me sick, but I can't seem to medicate it. 'Cause it's true that the grass ain't always greener on the other side. 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 Some things I've done, you won't forget. We've both said some things we might regret. Don't steering the past, am I right? I just want to fall asleep at night.
Hi again. So this is where the memory plan with me will start. So, oh my god, this is where the lighting is gonna look a little horrendous, but I still wanted to put it up. So what I did here is that I started planning, I think around 5, no, a little around 6 actually. And I was like, okay, I have my lighting set up. I don't need extra right now. I will make it work. But I didn't realize that the shadows were gonna show up, and they did. And then I am usually sitting and I had to stand up to see how, if it's recording or not. And when I would stand up, I would be like, okay, yeah, the lighting looks great. And then I would go back down and the shadows would show up again. And I didn't realize it until way later in the video, but it was too late. So sorry about that. Anyway, as you see, I had like a lot of plans filled out already because I marked my to-dos, and for some reason I had huge issues with the scripts ripping on me. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know if it was because of the way I was pulling them hard, because I added them in my sticker book, and I think the sticker book just does not like the paper or how I rip it up, so I have to be more careful with that. The plans for this week were just a lot of to-dos, and I just added extra stuff that I did. So what I like adding is if I watched a lot of YouTube just to fill up some space, if I napped, if I drew, if I played video games, what I ate. I specifically put what I ate for dinner because I would get calls from my mom when I first started planning. She would always ask me, what did you have for dinner? And I would be like, oh, I don't remember, Mom. So once I started planning, I had a way to mark down what I did and what I ate. So now, if I ever call her or she calls me and she'll be like, oh, what have you been eating? I'll be able to tell her. And she doesn't have to worry about me. I don't do it as often anymore where I call her and let her know, which I feel like maybe I should start calling her a bit more. but I am living my own life right now, and it's kind of hard trying to figure out my schedule and how it's going to be since I have finished my bachelor's and I am entering the real world and I'm kind of stuck, but I'll figure it out. Anyway, besides dinners, I also include what I did, like I said, with YouTube naps or anything I did with my fiance, because I have noticed that I look back at them and look at the memories that I did, kind of like an album. I do have my own personal photo album, but just having it in writing helps me remember it a lot more since I do add more detail. So I saw this thing on the TheCoffeemonsterzco page where this girl was talking about writing in Spanish, and I kind of noticed that I don't really write in Spanish, but only do it for my meals, like I did right there with the enchiladas, and I would just put verdes con pollo. I kind of wish Habidaya had it in red and green salsa, but you know what, it's fine. I'll just write verdes con pollo. Anyway, so for Saturday and Sunday, it's kind of hard. I'm kind of thinking of just recording on Fridays and just setting down what I'm doing for Saturday and Sunday and hopefully hope that I do that. But I'll see how I'm going to organize that. I also like marking important stuff like this flea and tick prevention that I put on my dog Geiger monthly. I usually do it for refilling the Brita filter or changing out the Brita filter, any medication that my dog has to take, like that's a monthly basis, or anything monthly basis for my fiance and I. I mean, I can include it in the monthly spread, which I do, but I feel like including it here on the weekly spread also helps me a bit more because I do include a little more information. But besides that, this is the end of this plan with me. Thank you for sticking through me if you made it here to the end. And I'll see if I can do this again. If not, I'll probably go back to separating it and not talking as much. But we'll see. This is something new for me, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Here is me setting it down. Here's a little bib wiggle. Yay. And thank you again. I'll see you soon. Bye.